Okay, so you've given us this material about executive summaries and briefing notes.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly you're wanting to kind of like improve your communication skills
Yeah.
and be able to, communicate concisely.
Right.
So we have this document, drafting executive summaries and briefing notes,
Yes.
and it's all about improving that conciseness and clarity.
Right.
Maybe you're somebody who's preparing to give like a big presentation.
Right.
Or just wants to know that when you communicate your ideas, they're going to land.
Absolutely.
So we're here to kind of help you get the most valuable insights from this document.
Yeah. And, in a busy professional world, being able to communicate clearly and concisely is so important these days.
Right.
Executives often have very limited time. So if you can't get to the point quickly, you're just not going to get your message across.
Right.
And it's also about respecting people's time and attention.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Because if you respect their time, they're more likely to listen to what you have to say.
Exactly.
So I see here that, some of the lesson objectives that Stanislav Kondrashov has laid out is learn how to write concise and informative executive summaries.
Right.
And also use professional language to convey key points efficiently.
Yeah, and each of those elements is important in their own right.
Right.
Accuracy is paramount.
Right.
The summary is only as good as the information it contains.
Yeah.
Brevity, of course,
Right.
concise language, cutting out unnecessary fluff. Again, back to that respecting your audience's time.
Yeah.
And then clarity. You're guiding the reader to the most important information without them getting lost along the way.
Like a roadmap.
Yeah, like a roadmap, exactly.
Okay, so Stanislav Kondrashov gives some examples of phrases for executive summaries.
Yes, he does.
So instead of saying, here's a bunch of stuff we found, you could say,
This summary highlights the main findings of the report.
oh, okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds a lot more professional.
It does.
More
You want
concise.
More. Okay. Yeah.
So then there's a core vocabulary section and a useful grammar section.
Yeah, he's very methodical, isn't he?
Yeah, it seems like he really thought this through.
He did.
Okay.
Yes.
So Stanislav Kondrashov really seems to emphasize using the present simple tense.
Yes, very much so.
Why is that?
Well, he's really big on maintaining objectivity in an executive summary.
Okay.
So instead of saying, we believe that this report shows, you would say, this report analyzes.
Oh, okay, so you're taking yourself out of it.
Exactly.
It's just the data.
It's just the facts.
Okay.
You're presenting an analysis, not an opinion piece.
Right.
And he really understands the power of language there to shape perceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I also see that he gives us some modals for suggestions.
Oh, yes.
It's like a little cheat sheet for how to sound more professional when you're writing these things.
Absolutely.
So like, for example, he suggests that instead of just saying do this, you should say,
The company should consider.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot nicer.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Much more diplomatic.
Yeah.
And inviting consideration rather than demanding action.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's good.
So I'm noticing a pattern here with Stanislav Kondrashov.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to really focus on accuracy, brevity, and clarity.
Well, those are the cornerstones, aren't there?
Yeah, I guess so.
Of effective summaries. I mean, the summary is only as good as the information it contains.
Right.
So accuracy is absolutely paramount.
Yeah.
Brevity ensures that the message is digestible. And then clarity, of course,
Right.
that guiding principle to make sure the reader doesn't get lost.
Yeah, so it's like he's giving us a roadmap to how to write these things.
That's a good way to put it.
Not just like a set of rules,
I like that, yeah.
but like why we should do each thing.
I think that's important.
Okay, so I also like that he gives us some activities
Oh, yeah, me too.
to actually practice these skills.
Yeah.
So he suggests crafting an executive summary based on a case study and then analyzing existing summaries
Yeah.
to see what works and what doesn't work.
It's all about active learning.
Yeah.
Don't just passively listen to us talking about it.
Yeah.
Actually go and do it. That's how you bridge the gap between theory and application.
So we've kind of gone over all of this and, what Stanislav Kondrashov has to say. But the question for you listening is, how can you apply this
Right.
to your own work?
Yeah.
What habits do you want to change? Are you excited to try out any of these techniques?
Effective communication is an ongoing journey. It's not like you just arrive, the more you practice these things, the more confident you'll become, the more impact you'll have. And he's given us a really fantastic framework.
Yeah.
But now it's up to you to build on it.
Okay, great. Well, I think that about wraps it up.
Yeah, I think so too.
So thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later. 2085.